my god. I was muted. Alright, well, let's just read it again. Hello everyone and welcome. I was muted. It's hard to do everything by yourself. Because I'm trying to think. Anyways, pretend no one saw this. Everyone, hello everyone and welcome to the first official, unofficial English broadcast of League of Legends Esports Balkan League EBL Season 11. Will be your host for the day, Shvedko, also known as literally Little God Gamer, the best gamer in the world. And next to me, with me today, is a very juicy, fat man with his wine and I don't know what else, but he's so juicy and fat, it makes me kind of cool. Very juicy. He is a Challenger Graves AD carry player, a Senna support abuser, and a high tier solo queue player, Expax.
That's me. Challenger Graves ADC.
Challenger
Did you mention the ADC part?
Yeah, multiple times. I will repeat. Challenger AD carry.
ADC Graves.
AD carry Graves. Right? Not any kind of Graves.
I've been Challenger ADC Graves for a couple of years now.
Don't fact check this. It's just trust us. Source trust me, bro.
First it was EU Nordic East and now it's EU West. So
is next North America Challenger Graves conquering every single region?
What was that, sorry?
Is next North America Challenger Graves conquering every single region?
I don't play in like inferior regions.
So then it's Korea, obviously. Korea is next.
Korea is not. Okay, come on.
Korea is too easy. Yeah, I get it.
That region is terrible.
It's too easy. Yeah, I get it.
It's US, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, the only good region is US.
Yeah, for sure.
And Balkan, of course, because that's where we're at. Balkan is the best region, obviously, as you can see internationally.
Yeah.
Right, so let's take a look real quick at our schedule for the day, as I opened the wrong window.
You're very professional, man.
It's so hard to do this. So our first game of the day is Crvena Zvezda Esports, or you can call them Red Star Esports.
Wait, what?
Red Star Esports against Diamond Esports. Now, Red Star Esports is the previous major league winner. They have won the league like almost every single time. They're literally shit stomping every season, and it's not even close. They simply mechanically fact checked everyone. So with that in mind, do you think that Diamond Esports, or org that hasn't gotten into playoffs a single season, can beat them?
Listen, I don't know much about these teams, but I always like an underdog story. So I'm gonna have to sit by our boys. What were they called now again? Diamond
Esports.
Diamond Esports. I'm gonna have to support Diamond Esports for this.
You're gonna have to support the boys with Diamond Esports. All right.
The boys.
I agree with you. It's gonna be a really interesting match because we finally get to see Red Star Esports after their a bit of a failure, a bit of a flop at EU Masters, which we'll talk about in a second. So it'll be great to see how they perform. Our next match which we will both be casting, is of course AUX Esports against Split Raiders. Now here, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a bit biased towards Split Raiders because Split Raiders is a creation org. So I'm a bit biased. Now, yes, they are terrible. Yes, they do suck. Yes, they never won anything. But, you know, it's Split Raiders. It's national pride.
It says here all their players are Serbian.
Well, listen. That may be true. But
the org is creation. I see.
The org is creation. That's the only thing that matters, right? Copium.
Yeah, that's true.
On the other side, they will be facing AUX Esports. Now, last time they met in the league, AUX Esports actually won them, and because of that, they got a better standing in the league. So that'll be a great time to see the rematch. Maybe AUX Esports can get their revenge. All right, after that, we have the Valiance Pro Gaming, I believe they're called. Valiance Pro Game against Nexus KTRL. Valiance Pro Game was the #1 standing in the league until playoffs, where they lost almost every single game against Red Star. So maybe they come back this time better, stronger, faster. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I haven't done much research on these teams. Unfortunately, this was very last minute thing. So
yes, it's very
hard for me to make any conclusions. I will tell you though that
Nexus KTRL was the bottom team almost.
The last
team, yes. And Valiance was the #1 team in the regular season. So with that in mind, I think we can make our own guesses as to who you should vote for or think win.
Listen, nowadays League of Legends is very it's very explosive. Kind of like my dog barking in the background.
He's exploding right now as we speak.
It's just completely exploding. So we saw G2 have an amazing season. They had a complete 24-game win streak, and then all of a sudden they lost 2 times to the Vietnamese.
That is true. That is very true.
Past results, does not really account for anything, especially now that we consider the new meta and everything, and how that changes things.
Listen, if you're Nexus, your mindset is started from the bottom, now we're here. That's what you want to achieve. You want to get from bottom to at least playoffs, at least Balkan playoffs. I mean, if you can't achieve that, I mean, come on, what are you even doing? And our final match today, Partisan Esports against Wolves Esports. Nobody really cares because they're bottom tier teams, and yeah, so who gives a shit? All right.
Listen, I care.
You care? You care about bottom tier teams finding out? Oh man, yes. Who's gonna be last?
Who's gonna be 7th or 8th place?
But actually, Partisan Esports is a new org, or they actually bought Sovelja, which is actually very close to my name. Kind of funny. They actually bought that org, so they took their spot. I believe they kept every single player, and last time they were the last place with only 2 wins out of 14. So probably gonna keep that up this time. All right, now that we went a bit through the schedule, I would like to talk about Red Star Esports and their EU Masters journey and their playoff journey.
Look at how handsome I am.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, is that like a different pose? I feel like you changed poses, man.
That's goddamn.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
I'm like the Mona Lisa. I just follow you around wherever you look at me, whichever angle. It's just I'm always staring into your eyes.
Except you're more valuable.
That's true. That's true.
That is it. All right, let's talk a bit about Red Star Esports and their journey through playoffs. They lost their last game against Alliance, so I think next match after this one today, they will fight Alliance. That's going to be an absolute banger of a game, rematch against their rival. But listen, Red Star Esports, what is there to say? If there is Red Star Esports, as long as there is Red Star Esports in the back of the league, they will win it. They went to the playoffs, winners semifinals. They 3-1 Alliance. They dropped a game only because they're trolling for fun. I don't know why they even dropped the game. They were playing Tom Kench and just random picks, trolling for fun. They lost that game. They bounced back, won 2 more games in a row, and absolutely shit on Alliance. And then Alliance went through the lower bracket, got back to the finals, and Red Star Esports just 3-0'd them. It wasn't even close. Now, the way Red Star Esports plays is they basically just they mechanical check you. Hey, I will pick a lane champion, a lane bully, and I will just win lane, and you have nothing to do about it. You can't do anything about me. You pick your little scaling champion, your little Veigar, your little Orianas. I will pick Syndra. I will pick Tryndamere. I will fight you in lane, and I will shit on you. However, that is all good and well in Balkan League, but when you go international to EU Masters, right? It's not exactly like you can mechanically check every single team. And
there's some very good players in EU Masters. You got people like Adam, you
got Reckless. Yeah, Adam is my favorite player, obviously. Adam, the best player. I think the number 1 top player in the world, in my opinion. Honestly, this is not a joke.
I don't know about that. Maybe the number 1 Darius top player.
I don't even know about that, actually. I mean, there are some good Darius players in EU Masters. I think Shigenda could take his spot in Vitality. But Red Star Esports got in a really tough group. They got with Vitality B, Go Rogue, Eintracht Spandau, and Red Star Esports. Basically, the number 2 from the French league, the number 1 Polish league, I believe number 3 German league, and then the Red Star Esports. And when you're playing full mechanical against one of the best, just point blank, one of the best teams in the tournament, Vitality B, you just get out macroed. You're the one who's getting stat checked. You're the one who's getting, hey, I am better than you in every single way, and I will just murder you. So what do you think about that? Right. What do you think about them still playing their mechanical style?
I'm sure their play style works in the lower leagues, like the
Balkan League.
The Balkan League, right? Because there's less there's less overall talent in
Exactly.
terms of
There's less overall quality.
right. But so if they're mechanically good players, they can translate that into EU Masters later if they improve their macro game and their mid to late game, uh, their objective play.
Yes.
Because obviously winning late in mechanics is not everything in League of Legends. And we see that in EU Masters especially.
It's especially when you get draft gapped. Like if you simply just get out drafted, like how it's super hard to win lane when the other team is just on another meta. And I don't mean another meta as in
you could definitely be the best team in the world, and if you get out drafted, you could still lose to someone.
Exactly. That's what happened to G2. Copium.
Right, exactly. G2 definitely the best team in the world. For sure.
That's why they lost 6 games in a row after 24
against the Vietnamese. Yes.
Right. Well, honestly, I think Red Star Esports should be called TSM at this point because they literally have the same results internationally, and that is going 0-6. So at this point, we can just call Red Star Esports equal to TSM. They're both trash. They both have mechanical players. They both shit stomp their league, kind of, but not really. They're good, but actually they're not good. But then they turn on in playoffs and just mechanically outplay everyone, and then they go international, and then you do the double lift, and you don't flash, and you lose, and you just repeat that for 3 times in a row. They went winless. They went winless for 3 times in EU Masters in a row. Can they go for the 4th time? That is the question.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm hoping they do. I think honestly they're gonna make history with the only winless team in like 4 in like the only consecutive winless team other than TSM internationally. I think that would be the best thing.
That would quite be the achievement. I think.
Absolute total record. Now we do have a little bit more time, so I want to quickly talk about the meta. Obviously, the patch 12.10, huge changes. Every single champion in the game has totally changed. Lifesteal and shielding has been reduced, and the overall armor and regeneration health of all champions, toughness to say, has been increased. What do you think about that?
So I think the changes have completely changed the way team fights are played. I believe there's a lot less there's a lot less punishment for mispositioning.
Yes.
If somebody blows their entire rotation on you, you might still be able to live and then blow your entire rotation on them, which was just unheard of last patch, right? Because if somebody blew their entire rotation on you, you would just die. So it was more of whoever hits you first.
Or Kha'Zix jumps in, presses Q, and you're 80k with an item. He has ready there, and you just die.
He just dead, right? So the game has shifted from a sort of hit the enemy first kind of team fight aspect to a
more front to back
aspect.
More front to back, more
strategic. Yeah, front to back, more slow. Yeah, which obviously has made shifts in the meta.
Do you think Poke is as good or even better? Maybe even better?
I think Poke is definitely better. There's less healing in the game. Heals. If you have played any champion with healing, you will have noticed that the amount that you can heal after taking like a big skill shot, like a Xerath Q or something, is it's very low, and so fights become more of like a war of attrition,
Exactly. Yes, I agree.
So I would say Poke is better,
especially when the Xerath has Deandres and Morello, and at that point there's just no healing. Honestly, you're just losing HP at that point.
Yes. So yeah, no, Poke is great. Poke is great right now.
All right. Well, we are about to enter into the game very soon. So I would just like to do a final prediction. Who wins, Red Star Esports, the returning champions, or Diamond Esports?
I have to say I love an underdog story, so I will support Diamond Esports.
You will support Diamond Esports.
I think Diamond Esports will bring it home for the boys.
Do keep in mind that Red Star Esports has 2 Danish players. They have 2 really good imports, and it's a bit jungle deal. So I will take Red Star Esports anytime.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, it appears the game is not ready yet, even though it should be. So I'm being debated by the production, which is me.
Being debated by myself.
Exactly.
It happens. It happens.
So we can talk a little bit more about maybe certain picks that you would like to see. I know in the previous season they really loved Volibear for some reason, and in my opinion, I think Volibear top lane is not even better now. What do you think?
I think Volibear is definitely strong, but in the bot lane we've seen like the resurgence of champions like Vayne,
Hmm.
Kog'Maw,
Yeah, the tank
uh, cha-
killers.
champions with like armor piercing,
Yes.
percentage health damage, or true damage, and that makes tank champions a bit weaker. I will say tank champions definitely feel a bit weaker this patch. They don't have as
Hmm.
much,
Hmm.
ways to deal with the true damage and all that. And obviously,
Hmm.
last patch tanks were able to just one shot your, and no, that's not really
Yeah,
possible.
Malphite just ults your AD carry and the one gets one
Right,
shot.
right. Even a Volibear was just able to just completely one shot that ADC last
Oh,
patch,
of
and
course. I mean,
you don't
and not
really.
only like Volibear. I mean, honestly, I think Volibear is really, really strong right now because his sustain didn't really get hit, and he's not really reliant on it. And I do believe it's like percent HP. So not only does he do AP and AD, so you cannot really build against it if you're a tank, right?
Mhm,
He's in a sense actually a tank destroyer himself because it's really hard to build against him. And he's very easily punishable early game, but if he gets to like his first item and you're a bit behind, he will absolutely destroy your tanks.
for sure.
All right,
Um,
we're we should be entering now. Hopefully, the game.
hopefully.
Hopefully, hopefully in a second. Hopefully, please come on. Oh man, we can talk about G2 a bit as well. I guess. Did you watch any of them, SI?
I didn't get the chance to, but I heard about their complete failure. Um,
Yeah, they were coming in hot. They were
they
coming
were
in really
coming
hot.
hot with a great win streak. I think it was something like a 25 game win streak or something, and
Yes,
then they
yes.
just lost every single game. Um,
Yeah, they went undefeated. They went and then they went to the Rumble stage. They played against SKT, RNG, EG. They beat everyone. They went undefeated for the first 4 games. They only had one more game. They would be secured, and then they lost like 5 in a row, and they barely made it out. North America, the savior of EU, granted them one free win so they can squeeze out of the Rumble stage. Thank you, North America, our brothers, always losing to a UU. Literally the worst
that's
region.
the thing is, right, that no matter what, right, EU will always have at least one region they're better than,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that is America.
All right, we are going into draft right now. Wow,
All
crazy.
right,
We're
draft
actually doing
already.
something.
Okay. Uh, so
Let us see what will be the first ban for Diamond
I'm in
Esports as they
esports.
are
Okay.
on the blue side. So they usually get
Mhm.
first pick, while Red Star Esports are on the red side. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. I do believe so, though. Echo ban. What is this echo ban?
I'm not sure.
I
I
do
will
I
say
why are we
I
banning
haven't
echo?
I haven't seen many echoes. I do understand the Karma ban. Karma is very, very strong right now, very dominant mid lane support. You can kind of flex ban
Flex pick.
Karma, so
Absolutely flex
you
pick.
can absolute flex pick. You can even go Karma top if you really want to.
Yeah, Karma top, mid, you can do AD carry like Senna with combo. You only
Karma
can
is
go
definitely
jungle.
definitely very strong. I
Karthus,
will
I actually
say,
really like this Karthus ban. I think Karthus is really good right now with the Andres. And the first strike is so OP on him because it procs every time you use ult,
mm,
you're just farming gold.
Karthus ban is interesting here.
I feel like
The drafting.
they're
Sorry, go
targeting
ahead.
Skude. They have to be targeting Skude because this is 2 junglers. They have to be targeting Skude.
Yeah, that's true. But remember, you can also go Karthus ADC, Karthus jungle. So there's a
That
lot of
is true.
options with Karthus.
Karthus ADC currently is
Very
the
flexible
best role
champion.
for him.
Hecarim banned out. That's quite surprising. I haven't seen many
Uh,
Hecarims.
that is, I believe, Matro's pick. It's his like
Mm.
pocket pick from Diamond Esports. So I believe that from what I saw.
Wukong ban definitely makes sense. Wukong is a
OP.
disgusting champion right now. It
He
is
is absolutely
very,
OP.
very strong.
Gwen
Gwen
ban. I
ban.
also think Gwen is OP as well in top lane. Her, I mean, she still does everything that Gwen does, except it's kind of better now for some reason. I don't even really know why.
Well,
Her E was
again,
buffed.
everyone has a lot more health. Gwen obviously a very good tank killer. So Gwen just inherently very strong this patch. We're seeing Lulu Hubbard here from Diamond Esports, probably one of the best Enchanter supports, if not the best Enchanter support. Sona as well.
With that in mind, I actually have a question for you. Do you think we've entered the Enchanter meta again?
I think Enchanters are very, very strong right now. Yeah, there we go. We see the Lulu ban. The reason Enchanters are very, very strong right now is because of the ADCs being played. We see Kog'Maws, we see Vaynes, we see, hyper carry
Right.
characters, which is, you want the champion like Lulu to kind of enable those champions to do well, right?
Yeah, you want to
Twitch
buff up
also.
your main tank killers.
Your main hyper carry,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Um,
We saw Elise hover. I doubt they're gonna pick Elise. Lilia, another true damage. I wish we're seeing only like true damage champions mostly.
yeah,
Being
Lilia
banned
is
on here.
very, very strong as well because she builds, I believe she builds Leandris, doesn't
Yes,
she?
she
And
does
she can,
build Andrews.
yeah, Leandris, obviously percentage health damage. You can also build tank on her. You can build very tanky, so you can kind of, either go for more of a tanky build or, and she's still very effective.
And you can do the TSM sleep. 5-man sleep and
Mhm.
no one follows up. That's the best part. But
Um,
maybe they do the TSM sleep. After all,
Jinx
they are
also another one of those hyper carry characters coming out from
Red Star Esports.
Red Star Esports. Sorry,
No problem.
the CZ is confusing me, but
Yeah, yeah.
Jinx and other hyper carry characters. Hyper carries are very strong right now. Um,
Yeah, I feel
Jinx, I
like
would
every
say
game we're
is
gonna see hyper carry.
yeah, I would say Jinx isn't as strong as say like a Kog'Maw or a Vayne in terms of solo queue potential, but obviously the passive makes her very, very strong. Kaisa, another one
Kaisa
of those hyper
hover. That's
characters.
interesting.
I will say Kaisa is definitely one of those characters that can just
But
get
Kaisa doesn't work
completely.
with Lulu. That's the problem. Like you cannot really pick Kaisa with Lulu. You
Yeah,
lose
that's true. That's
lane.
true.
Kaisa
Yeah,
is
there
not
we go. We see
very
the Kog'Maw pick. The
yes.
Kog'Maw pick is it's self evident. Um, Viego
Yone,
very strong,
I would
obviously.
love to see Yone here. I don't think he's good. I think he's actually really bad in pro play, but I would absolutely love to see Yone here.
Yone
Just
is
flex your mechanical.
quite oppressive in lane. Obviously, as you mentioned, Red Star Esports like to do that. With the oppressive lanes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Yone picked in.
Yone locked in. Spicy draft so far with the Yone. Diamond East, we're going for a regular draft. Very standard. Kog'Maw Lulu, Viego jungle. Nothing really too interesting. Again, I don't like the Jinx pick. I feel like Jinx is not that good right now. She was good before the nerfs, but they nerfed it like 3 times in a row, and she kind of fell off. She's still good late game, like she's supposed to, but her mid and early game transitions are way worse than used to be. So I think Kog'Maw and Lulu I kind of have a free lane. Uh, we'll see what kind of supports Red Star Esports are
I
gonna
think
get.
I think Kog'Maw Lulu, no matter who they're against at this point, in this patch at least, they just dominate lane. Kog'Maw is very, very oppressive. So I would say it's quite hard to beat a Kog'Maw
Hmm.
in, the 2v2. But Jinx is good just because of the resets. She's very
Hmm.
explosive. You
Hmm.
can Kog'Maw doesn't really have that explosiveness, I guess you could say. He's more of just a
Hmm.
sustained damage tanky ADC, at this point.
I'm actually
Um,
surprised Ari went through so late and got banned. Ari was one of my top picks from mid lane. I think the impact you have as Ari is absolutely massive with the roaming and charm
that's true, but
potential, pick potential.
I believe the reason they went for the Ari ban is most likely because they wanted to go for that Kog'Maw
Hold
Lulu
on, hold on.
early
We
on.
see a Gragas tower. Is this an
Oh,
Expax
the
reference?
Gragas. Is this an
Is this
Expex
is
reference?
this a reference of you? Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
I think they're
Gragas
watching
hover?
the stream.
No, that'll be a GP.
Oh, it's a GP. All right, GP, awesome pick. I'm a GP fan. I'm a GP enjoyer. I think GP is not only is he abusive in lane with grasp and Q, but he scales so hard. And
I
if you're going crit, those barrels hit, man.
I would say I do not like the Akali hover. Victor definitely a way better pick here. Akali, I would say,
Yeah, no, Akali ruins the team
it's just
composition.
there's not much you can do with Akali against a comp like this. Victor definitely a good pick, looking to scale. He's a very safe pick. Ornn against the GP. Ornn is an insane team fighter. And is
Ornn
just
is
very
really good right
impressive
now,
online. Um,
especially for pro play. With the
mhm.
scaling being even better, and a lot of people underrate his items. His items are really good. So when you have those 5 items, that's like 5,000 gold more than you would usually have or
Yeah, for
worth.
sure.
Nautilus with Jinx, man. I mean, I understand the Nautilus. You want to pick off the Kog'Maw, but I don't like Nautilus at all. I think he's really bad champion. He's super squishy. Maybe
I
I'm
think
more of a Leona guy.
I think Leona is just a worse Nautilus at this point. I think Nautilus actually is quite strong just because of his ultimate point and click CC. You know, there's
Hmm.
no counterplay, um, especially against champions like Kog'Maw,
Hmm.
um, Victor as well. Like just having that point and click CC, letting your Jinx get in range, letting Yone follow up with a big R.
Hmm.
Definitely, I think there's more synergy in Red Star Esports team comp at this point.
I would agree so. I would agree so. The Viego is kind of weird a bit for me, and on Diamond Esports you have this like full scaling comp. I'm not too knowledgeable about jungle matchups, but I don't think like Viego that has that much pressure on the game, especially since he needs all 3 levels to even like do something in terms of ganking, and you actually need gank setup. But when you have scaling champions, it's hard to do an actual proper gank setup for him. So I'm not sure about that Diego pick. Maybe they should have gone for something a bit more early game so that they can help their lanes. But we'll see.
I will say I think Diamond Esports has definitely a worse team fight comp. I mean, we've got a Viego GP and Victor Kog'Maw. There isn't
Yeah,
much synergy there.
yeah,
They're mostly just looking to do their thing. You know what I mean, and do the
yes,
damage.
yes.
Meanwhile, we have a lot of synergy from Red Star Esports. We've got the Nautilus with the Yonar. Um,
The Lilia sleep and Lilia.
the Lilia sleep into the Yonar as well. There's a lot more synergy with the mid laner, which is quite important in this meta.
And
Playing around mid, playing around
keep
bot.
in mind, Red Star Esports has the best mid jungle duo in the entire league. They
Mhm.
are simply the kings of mid jungle. So having that synergy with your mid jungle and support, the 3 most important roles to have synergy with, it's absolutely draft cap, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's why I really like the Nautilus pick in that situation. It's a really great pick for sure.
Yeah, having that extra engage, a little bit more tankiness as we do get into the game. All right, our first game of the season, Diamond Esports against Red Stars Esports. Here we go. Any interesting choice of runes? Doesn't seem like it. Everything looks very standard. Notice is going for the Glacial Augment. Some people like Grasping Dying more or
Aftershock,
Aftershock.
aftershock.
Thank
Yeah.
you. However, he went for Glacial. I actually like Glacial more. It's especially when you have Kog'Maw and like if you proc a stun, if you attack, and there's a glacier on the floor, he's already very low movement. So having that glacial slow on top of it makes it even worse.
hmm Diamond Esports here looking to catch someone out here in the bot lane, but looks like
Yeah, they're trying to do a cheese strat. Didn't
trying to
work
do a
out though.
cheese dread. Yeah, here.
You can just by that you can tell their mentality. When
hmm
you're trying to do a cheese strat level 1, you already know you're the underdog and you need every single advantage you can get. Do you think? I mean, I'm the most thing I'm interested about is probably this top lane, because if Ornn can survive this GP and bot lane stays normal and bot lane doesn't really suffer that too much casualties, mid should be just be a push lane more or less at early levels, since Yone can't do much before he gets going, with his boots and the level 4 spike. So I'm kind of looking how much damage can GP do to Ornn.
I will say the question whether Ornn will survive isn't really a question of if he will survive. It's just a question of it's not even a question. He will. Ornn is a champion that just is completely. You just can't do anything if it's played properly. You know what I mean? So, I
I
think
actually kind of disagree, but
mm,
again, we'll see.
I think he's very a very safe top laner. Obviously GP is quite impressive. Oh, we see a hook here, level 1 from Nautilus. Gonna be getting some poke on this Lulu. Quite good.
Yeah, but they trade almost same HP. Not really worth. Kind of. We'll see. I mean, clearly they've shown they want to prioritize Lulu, so I'm
hmm
thinking they will go for Lulu first every single time, hoping to cash her out, since Kog'Maw has cleanse.
hmm
And as you can see, Yon being pushed in, he doesn't have the levels, he can't do anything yet. He just has to get any minion he can
Yon
while
has to wait
Victor goes
till
for the push.
level 4 and just,
Yes.
Victor just has a better push than him early game.
But level 4, he can match it. He can start matching the push and getting a better wave state and lane state. The scoreboard is a bit bugged. None of the champions have items or CS, so we'll keep you updated when that fixes. But that is a bug. They do have items. They are farming. Don't get fooled by the scoreboard.
We hope they're farming.
Yeah, unless Viego just got 3 levels with 0 CS, that would be impressive. I think that would be a
So
first.
Viego is going for the gank here. There's no ward setup here.
But
That
Lilia is
pretty
already
much
here.
doesn't
Lilia
gank.
is counter ganking.
That's true. Lilia's look for the counter gank here.
Nautilus hooks away. Viego goes in with the stun.
Mm.
And nothing.
Oh, no, maybe. We got
No,
stun on the
I don't think they can
Nautilus.
do
A bit of
anything.
damage here. Lilia coming in.
Lilia backs off. Gets for the crab. But I think they can test the crab. Victor has push. Lilia cannot get this crab. That is a free crab for Diamond Esports.
There's bot prior and mid prior here. This is a free scuttle crab for Diamond Esports. I will say that bit of damage on Nautilus is good because it forces him to back away, which means that the bot lane can push this wave and then recall with more CS. Actually, Nautilus opting to stay in here.
Yeah, I don't think they can get punished on the turret, and he doesn't want to lose the XP. So I think he's confident that they cannot punish him. He's gonna play a bit more safer, but we can't see the lanes here right now, so it's hard to say what's happening.
We see a teleport here in the top lane from Ornn. I think he. Oh yeah, he was matching GP's teleport. GP
Yes.
as well.
That's interesting. Early TPs from both. That's very interesting.
GP is very oppressive in lane with his Q, but it's a shame we don't see the CS here. I think they might probably be equal CS.
Yeah. I mean, if Ornn is equaling in CS, that is a big problem for Diamond Esports.
Problem, yeah.
That is a really big one. If Ornn gets ahead,
sorry, go ahead.
If Ornn gets ahead, there is no stopping him. He's already unstoppable as he is late game, and in team fights, if he gets ahead as well, it is just over. We can call this one FF50.
We see though that GP is pushing, Victor is pushing. The bot lane seems to be equal currently. So no clear advantage yet. I will say that I think Diamond Esports though is currently winning most of the lanes.
Yeah, they do have a 200 gold lead, so they must be farming better. Again, we can't see because the scoreboard is being bugged. But they do seem
quite oppressive lane. Lulu Kog'Maw is just absolutely oppressive. You can see this Jinx cannot even step up because the Lulu is threatening, and Nautilus can't go on the Lulu because then Kog'Maw will just completely demolish her.
Yeah, and if Nautilus goes all in, he gets polymorphed and he just gets shredded.
Yeah, and because of this bot and mid prior here, Viego can secure this early dragon. Lilia cannot really do much. Lilia quite useless until she's level 6, I would have to say, compared to Viego.
I also do think the dragon dragon objective is also bugged because it's showing another mountain drake, but we just had a mountain drake.
I believe it was a cloud drake, wasn't it? I think.
No, it was a mountain drake.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes, it was a mountain drake. So it's showing another mountain drake spawning. So I think that's bugged as well. I don't know how this stream is this bad. Can you please fix?
We're looking here. Lilia actually invading the.
They're invading
outside jungle here.
Yon got the push.
With the Yona.
This is a kill, maybe.
Lilia messing the W. Viego here just walking in. But
Viego going in. Flash kill from Viego. Yone ulting in, and he's dead. What was that?
That was interesting play by the Viego here. But we're gonna be seeing Kog'Maw here going in very oppressive here. Kog'Maw auto attacks. They're gonna be just completely demolishing their Lilia, but Lilia obviously very fast.
Restar just disengaged. But what was that? Let's see the replay. What was that play from Viego? The flash Q into nothing. He failed the flash Q. He Q flashed. Oh no. He Q flashed. This is Diamond Esports peak gameplay right here.
I would say Viego there just completely. That was just an end.
That was like my solo queue game.
Yeah, that was some solo queue play there.
Man, if I'm this Victor, I'm typing in the chat. What the fuck? I'm flaming the hell out of that guy. Honestly, I'm molding in the chat if I'm Victor there. Because not only did he do that, but he gave the kill to Yone. So Yone spikes even faster now. As we do see Kog'Maw being alone here, Lulu going for wards, a little bit of vision, a little bit of Visionusi, getting that Wardusi. And Lilia going for top lane gank. This could have worked, but Viego is here. GP flashed the Ornn knockback, and nothing come out of it.
The game was going, I would say, quite well until that Viego play for Diamond Esports. I will have to say, GP 20 CS lead on Ornn.
I don't think it's enough. It is not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough. It surely isn't.
No kills.
The thing
only
about
20
Ornn, right?
CS.
Ornn as a champion, you could be, a million CS down, a trillion CS down, and the fact that his passive, the fact of his ults, the fact of his CC, even though he might be behind in CS, he's still going to be useful, right? Which is why he's such a strong character.
Oh, as well. Mafro with the with the Rift steal.
With the
oh my god.
Here. Ornn ult coming in here, gonna be trying to slow Diamond Esports down here, but Diamond Esports just keeps running in, Yone R-ing away, and that is a disengage from
Mafro getting his redemption play after inting the level first Volat Q flash. He gets redemption onto this Lilia and steals the Herald. What a Giga Chat play. Walks in there, presses smite, leaves. Absolute. As you see, a huge trade by Yone into Victor, but Victor does live. All right, a lot of action right here. Not much happening out of it. Diamond Esports in a pretty big gold deficit by now. More 800 gold. It's looking rough for Diamond Esports. They're slowly bleeding out more and more gold. Losing both mid and losing mid CS, less mid CS on Victor. Top lane CS is not big enough. The gold is simply not there. It's looking really bad, especially when the scaling, more scaling team comp, I guess, with the Ornn and Lilia and Jinx is ahead in gold early game. It's kind of rough. As we do see Ornn trying to do some kind of cheeky freeze here. Getting his wave state perfect right now. Lilia getting this bottle Scud grab. Now, Lilia is down a little bit of CS. However, this shouldn't really matter too much.
It's definitely negligible.
But look at the mid CS diff. Like if you look at top, then you look at mid, it's exactly the same thing, which is what Red Star Esports want. Like if you're a Diamond Esports, you really want this Victor to be even, and you really want this GP to be way more ahead. As you see some kind of weird play from GP here. I don't know, a little bit of turret dancing. I don't know what that was. And now Red Star Esports going for the dragon. It is, in fact, Hextech Drake, not a Mountain Drake. Oh, and wonderful hook on the Lulu. And now Yone or ult. They all combo onto them. Viego does flash out, but the Jinx Rocket! The Jinx Rocket from Ecstasy. And another hook from Nautilus. This Nautilus is popping the hell off.
Nautilus hooking Kog'Maw here, but Kog'Maw with the flash here. Kog'Maw's alive! Kog'Maw's killing Lilia here. Kog'Maw living on 1 HP here. Victor gonna be chasing down the Nautilus, not gonna be securing the kill.
My god.
That was a very intense fight.
But those Nautilus hooks, he's hitting them back to back to back. Gets to ult onto Lulu. Absolutely nothing for Lulu to do here. Let's see the replay. Now we do see Kog'Maw. Look at Lulu. She's so far up front, and it just gets completely CC chained, demolished. Nothing she can do there. You really can't be playing so far forward. And the Jinx rocket onto Viego. Kog'Maw playing super risky, but he manages to outkite Lilia as we head back to life.
I will say Nautilus definitely a good pick here. They're going for a pick comp, Lilia R, Yone R, Nautilus R, Nautilus Q. All these characters are looking to single out one character and just kill them. And that's exactly what they did last team fight.
You know what? I think the main problem is that Diamond Esports is lacking agency. The Red Star Esports has so many opportunities to make plays. They have so many ways. Okay, as we see a fight, a gank in top lane, a knockback onto GP. He will orange it. He should be just dead here. There's nothing he can do. The ult comes in. Oh, he all misses the ult!
Ornn misses the
No!
ult here. That is
That is
quite
unfortunate.
embarrassing.
That
Quite
is...
unfortunate here from the Ornn.
But we see a
Meanwhile, we're
Rift play
seeing
bot lane.
right, we're seeing a play here, bot lane. There's a play top lane, so Diamond Esports going to be answering with the Rift Herald bot. Yon is here to cover though.
They do trade map
Oh,
sides.
Yon and Victor here going to be having a somewhat of a fight here in the river, but Yon disengages. Cross map
Yeah,
play, very common.
cross map play better for Diamond Esports because that Ornn ult.
The Ornn
Man,
ult, right? And they get the plates.
that is unfortunate. I think that is ping diff. But GP might be cut out here. Does Lilia have ult? Even if she does, he can orange it. I think GP wins this and Lilia disengages. Yep. Even if she ults, GP can just orange it and he wins the fight. But she might get cut up by Victor. Think she's dead here. Ult, sleep, nothing. Unfortunate. Good play by Lilia overall. Wasting Victor and GP's recall times. Look at Ornn's wave. I mean, Ornn's wave state is now really good because of that. Because Lilia trolled GP basically there. She just fucking troll lol him, lol lol lol. You would not get this wave state, lol lol lol, get effed.
Mhm.
Lilia doesn't even go up for the back. I'm pretty sure she has a lot of gold. She only has lost chapter,
I
and
think
it's min
she's looking
13.
to full clear here and really get maybe an item, full item. Maybe an
Yeah,
item and
perhaps
some.
she was missing some gold, but I would think that she has enough or she had enough ready. But clearing jungle for the resets. As we see Nautilus clean vision around the Drake pit. And we're back to a calm game state. Both teams are gonna just look to farm and relax until the next dragon, which is in mid 44. Rageblade first. Is that a normal Kog'Maw build? Do you go Rageblade first now?
Yes. The thing about Kog'Maw, right, is that he has the ability to not build a mythic item until much later. He can build Gwynso's Runans, and that is a viable build for him. It's actually, I believe, the strongest build for him, which is why he's so strong right now. Gwynso's a very strong item in this meta. Viego gonna be looking here in the bot lane here, gonna be walking up here, maybe looking for a lane gank here.
Oh, GP
You can
ult?
see,
But Jinx, choppers, I forgot what they call it.
I think Lulu and Kog'Maw there were looking for a bait, but Nautilus and Jinx read it well and didn't engage.
Yeah, Red Star Esports clearly showing that they're a
A
better
lot
team
of
so far.
discipline from Nautilus to not press R when they were both clumped up like that. It was, and you know,
I mean,
clearly shows that they understand
I'm
the game.
surprised they're playing so calm and collected. Usually, Red Star Esports are way more explosive, way more like lane bully, lane punishing. They're still doing that, but in a way more calm manner. As we do see another crossplay map, trading Rift Herald for the bot tier turret, and that is the first turret of the game. So I think that's worth for Diamond Esports. Getting the first turret blood over just a regular turret kill on mid, but then again, mid opens the map, could be risky. However, I think it's a good answer from Diamond Esports.
Diamond Esports definitely still in the game for sure.
They are, and then the gold lead is back in their favor.
Mhm.
Even while being 2 kills down in a dragon. As they might try to make a play. Oh, they will go for the Rift Herald play mid, try to open the map. However, Lulu is there solo zoning Lilia. Wow. What a giga chat, Lulu. Zero fear.
He clearly doesn't fear the Nautilus hook because the wall is in the way, Nautilus can't just, and if he
But they
flashed in,
do
that would be.
secure the dragon. Wow, that
Well,
weird that.
that's.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
Weird that they opt to all choose to go for the Herald instead of posturing for dragon. I think they could have
Well, it
defended.
makes sense, right? Because I believe Diamond Esports here has the our Red Star Esports sorry has the better team fight comp. They had river control. They Rift Herald mid to force Diamond Esports to either decide: do we kill the Rift Herald and not lose our mid tower, or do we go for the dragon? And it's a much higher risk play to go for the
I don't
dragon.
think Rift Herald would kill her by herself. Rift Herald, they had no minions in mid. So I think they could have
I'm not sure.
postured. I think you could have just left Rift Herald and maybe postured a bit. At least right now, I mean, you get like 200 gold from Rift Herald. One person can go kill the Rift Herald. Proc the eye, kill it. Or the others could be maybe threatening something. But then again, that is a bit risky because of the Nautilus. If you get hooked, you will just die. it's better than doing like nothing. You know, but it's better than rotating all your team to mid to so that one guy can ult like Riff Herald. As you do see, the bot lane is going down to mid, pretty standard here, and the Victor will be going bot side alongside Yone. The top lane CS is a bit bigger now for GP. It's 40 CS difference. However, still again negligible. They're both on one mythic item. Ornn is chilling right now. He has the Iceberg Gauntlets and he is super chilling. He still has a TP. He also has the spell book, so he can get any summoner he wants. And there's pretty much nothing GP can do right now at this point to him. He still has a tower up. He's gonna eventually take down the tower, but other than that, not much he can do against Ornn.
Looks like Red Star Esports here posturing for a dive in the bot lane, but the
Viego is
Diamond Esports
covering.
are gonna be seeing it from the control here. Nautilus gonna be walking up, maybe getting some by Viego, but noticing maybe something's off. He did place a ward and see Viego there, and they're gonna be backing off from this play.
I'll be honest, Diamond Esports looks pretty good. I mean, other than the Viego Q, other than that
Definitely.
play,
I think Diamond Esports are reading the map correctly, understanding that Red Star Esports were going for a play bot and answering it.
I think
GP
this might
just
be an
completely
upset.
dominating Ornn here, taking the top lane turret here. Kog'Maw gonna be catching the mid wave. Victor gonna be catching the bot wave. It's looking quite stable for Diamond Esports, and they're looking to just scale. You know, they have the Victor, they have the Kog'Maw.
They're looking to upset. They're looking to upset
Right,
Red Star
exactly.
Esports.
Mhm.
The
They're looking
the
to just scale and just win it out that way, and it's looking like they're doing quite well at just stalling the game out.
But
Um,
the problem with the top tier 1 turret going down is that it's easier for Ornn to control the wave, and it's easier for him to freeze on a tier 2, and it can be hard sometimes to deal with that. So
mhm.
keep that in mind. You might see some trickery in top lane with the
I
waves.
I will say, despite Diamond Esports kind of stabilizing, have a look at the bot side vision here on the minimap.
Oh
Red Star
my.
Esports just has complete control of
Yeah,
the
but
bot
Diamond
side.
Esports has complete control of top side as well. But
Right,
it
right,
is their
right.
jungler, so
But
it is their jungle sides.
hmm,
That is rough.
that vision control is really paramount to setting up Dragon control. Obviously, we're not gonna have Dragon for just a while, but seeing as Red Star Esports has two dragons and is looking for Soul Point, that might be their key
Hmm.
to winning the game, despite Diamond Esports having that outscaling comp.
Hmm.
Um, and we see Viego here entering the topside jungle, going to be looking to probably establish vision for a potential Baron play. We see Yone has teleport, Victor has teleport, therefore they're both here on the bot lane. They're able to contest that Baron in case there's a
You
play
know, I would
coming
have
in.
loved to see a dive attempt at Victor, because they got so much deep vision. They know the knowledge of everyone
Mm.
on the enemy team.
You see, start pinging here. We got Yone coming in here from the river. I think a play is going to be made. Flash Q hitting nothing from Nautilus. They were definitely looking for a play there to
A
secure.
classic Nautilus play. Flash Q miss. Classic Nautilus play.
Well, you saw Yone was posturing there to run towards mid lane. They were looking for a play. They were
They were
spam
looking
pinging.
yes.
There was nothing there. Very
Sadly,
unfortunate.
nothing for the Nautilus pick.
And that
Nothing happened
means
out of it.
Nautilus will not have flash for the next dragon play.
At least he has Hex Flash, you know? At least
It's
there's
true.
something. Hex Flash is OP, man. Maybe not in team fights, but, you know, we could get a nice little angle with the Hex Flash. Diamond Esports correctly keeping together.
Diamond
Make sure
Esports
that...
actually securing river control here. That is
Yes,
really huge.
but they could be cut out here. They could be... Oh, Yone! Yone
Oh,
is
they're definitely
alone.
cut off here.
No.
Yone is alone here. Yone gonna be hitting R on the Lulu, gonna be blowing her up. Ornn ult coming in. Diamond Esports just completely split. Victor is in the middle of nowhere here. Jinx could be getting these resets from the kills. It seems like Diamond Esports is just getting surgically removed. Viego getting the reset though. Another reset, killing the Nautilus, getting the
Oh my
Nautilus
god.
reset. Oh my god, the Jinx reset.
Oh my god, Viego!
Oh my lord, the
Viego!
Viego just completely puffing off.
Holy
Holy shit.
moly. What a
Victor gonna be
play
fighting
by
really hard.
Mafro! What a little
Mafro
Viego got!
just
And now they also get the dragon. Wow. Wow. Mafro just solo won that. Wow.
that was completely nuts there. Viego was completely turned that fight around. They were completely split. Victor was on the other
He
side
was
of the map,
unleashed.
and he was just unleashed with the resets. That was very strong. Really shows that Victor pick. Here we're
Wow.
gonna see the replay here.
They get a really good pick onto the Lulu with the Yon R, with Jinx R, but look at the Viego.
Viego follows the
He
Yone, hearing that, knowing that,
1
you know, Yone is the
HP.
best person to kill here, gets the reset on Yone, and then look at this pick on Nautilus here.
Wow.
An amazing pick on Nautilus. Victor flashing over the wall. Great play from Mafro.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And he got the Yone kill, which is the strongest member. So he got
Mhm.
the best champion he could have gotten. Then when it goes from 1 HP back to half HP just because he's Yone. That is incredible. What an incredible play. Uh, Dude, he is just redeeming himself ever since that that flash keep play that I keep referencing. As you see, maybe Lulu
Oh,
getting
we're
caught
seeing
up.
another possible play here. We're seeing TP in from Yone here, I
Both
believe.
both Yone and Ornn TP'd.
Yeah,
That is
that
both
is.
sums down
They're
for
definitely
Red
looking
Star
for a play
Esports.
there.
That's really bad for them. But they're
I will
going
say
for
Lulu
Baron.
is slow here. They're definitely posturing for a Baron play. They see that the GP is bot lane. GP does have teleport here.
They're
He can
trying to
see if he
force a
can
fight
contest
Baron.
this. Keep in mind, Lulu is slow here, but I don't think they're able to take this. GP ult coming in. They're gonna have the
No,
MR,
no, they have the CG. The
Mhm.
GP ult is way too oppressive.
the GP ult and the MR shred from Baron. It is just,
It is way too much for Red Star Esports, and it's only
Mhm.
23 minutes
And
in the
GP
game.
now pressuring the bot lane. They know that there's no TPs because both Ornn and Yone wasted their TPs. So GP
He
is
got the
playing very
turrets.
well here and getting the turret right.
Wow, Red Star,
Because
what a huge mistake from Red Star Esports. Going for the Baron posture, trying to force Diamond Esports to make a mistake, but Diamond Esports calm, reading
Mhm.
them, reading the play, and doing
They knew that all they had to do was play slow. They have the GP ult. They have the MR shred from Baron. There's no way that Red Star Esports could realistically take Baron. I believe Red Star Esports just tried to do that because they wasted the double TP and they know they had no pressure on the map, so they were just trying to force something. But Diamond Esports very calm, very collected, playing out of their mind. I will have to say.
I am genuinely impressed with their performance. I did not
Mhm.
expect this from Diamond Esports. I thought this game would already be over. Like the players Red Star Esports has, it is not even close. But Diamond are taking it. They're taking it surgically. You know, they're going step by step. Okay, we have this. We have this. They're clearing their corners, as you could say.
So they see GP in the bot lane again. They're gonna
Or
be
going for an
posturing
ult.
here.
He
They're
misses,
contesting Ornn misses the ult, but it won't
but
be
the
enough. We got
sleep.
the slow from Lilia, the sleep from Lilia. They're gonna be getting the pick on the Lulu
And they
here,
go
and
for
now
Baron
they can
again, I
look for a
think.
Baron play.
Maybe.
Mhm. They can definitely look for a Baron play here, but they got Kog'Maw from one side, Victor from one side, and
Yone was separated though.
Viego from another side.
I think Yone because it was too far, but they could just go
I
for it
definitely
again.
think they could contest Baron here. They have a 5-man fucking around Baron here in the river.
They have a man
GP.
advantage around Baron. They could
Here's
have
the
went for
thing
it.
though. GP has TP and he's just gonna be keep contesting. So Red Star Esports needed to make a decision there and they decided not to. So
I think they take it fast. They have Yone,
they
Jinx.
have Jinx, right,
They take
right.
it really fast. They could have. I don't think GP at best takes inhibitor turret. I would trade Baron for inhibitor turret honestly any time of the day, especially when you have their comp, which is
Right, but the MR shred again, GP has ultimate, Victor R, there's Kog'Maw R, Kog'Maw is just completely outranging them. The Baron play would be very, very difficult, I think.
I mean, it's not so much about necessarily getting the Baron as to forcing your opponent to make a mistake, right?
Mhm.
Get that Kog'Maw to check, get that Viego to check, get that Victor to check, get a pick, and then transfer that into Baron, into mid turret, into into place. We do see everyone getting resets. Viego has a Sunderer. Nothing crazy about the builds. Jinx did get her first upgrade. Ornn did upgrade Jinx's Kraken Slayer so that she will do 30 more auto attack damage, which is absolutely huge for Jinx. And she is on 3 items, but so is Kog'Maw. Do you
Kog'Maw
think
definitely hitting that 3-item power spike. I think Kog'Maw will be very, very oppressive in the team
do you
fights to
think
come.
Jinx or Kog'Maw is stronger at 3 items right now?
I think Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw is just completely just an oppressive character. I think Jinx can become oppressive if her passive allows it, but if she doesn't get any good picks, if she doesn't get her passive rolling, Kog'Maw definitely just a higher ADC or higher damage ADC in this situation.
As we
Also
do
longer range.
see Red Star posturing mid, but
GP
GP just gets a
teleport
free
coming in
turret.
here. Right, he gets
They're
the
going
free
for
turret, and
Dragon.
now they're looking for the dragon. Ornn TP coming
What a
in here.
terrible TP from
Ornn
Ornn.
might get caught out here. Ornn
No,
stunned
he's so
here.
tanky, so tanky.
Mm. Kog'Maw, it wasn't in
Oh,
position there
not
to
those
armor pull.
misses. They're going for it. GP ult in. Oh, nothing happens. Nothing happens
Diamond
here.
Esports definitely has a rage advantage here. We're
Oh, hook
looking
on
at
the
the
Vector. That's huge. Yon R. They're all going in, coming in.
it's looking here like Diamond Esports are going to win
GP flash
despite this.
Q tech.
Kog'Maw just
Diamond
completely
Esports with an
shredding the
ace.
entire enemy team. That is so clean.
Diamond
Was such a
Esports
clean team.
is the best team in the league? Question mark. They're gonna go for the Baron now. What just happened there? I don't even know what just happened.
Well, I think Kog'Maw was just allowed to just keep firing, and obviously they were all stacked. The Runa's Hurricane was popping off, the Titanic Hydra. There
But
was
they
a
had
lot
the
of AoE
combo.
damage.
They had the combo. The Yon
They had the
R, the
combo, but
Lilia Sleep, the Orno, the Nautilus Hook. They had
right, I
everything,
just
and they
think
still lost.
the Kog'Maw, combination of the Kog'Maw and the Viego and Lulu, the Lulu R, these characters are just too powerful, especially with the durability patch, to just completely one-shot them. I think last patch, this fight would have gone very, very differently, but
Wow.
uh,
I am
Diamond Esports.
impressed. And Mafro is playing great. I think the best player in the game right now is Kex on this GP, 4-0-6. Hasn't died once. As we do see the gold leads, he has double the gold of Ornn. And now that is one fed GP. Wow.
GP is completely playing out of his mind this game, completely out macroing the Ornn. The Ornn is definitely playing
He's out
not the
macroing
best.
everyone, the entire STR team.
GP is has taken both tier 2s from both bot and top, both bot and top, and then has also been in almost every team fight.
As you see Lilia getting caught here, she could die.
Lilia, though,
Flashes
with the
in.
speed buff, she's going to be popping
Zonya.
her ult. Viego sleeping,
Oh,
Lulu
but this is
sleeping here.
huge for Diamond Esports.
Joan are completely demolishing Lulu here.
The
Mafro
reset from
getting
Viego.
It's
Oh
over.
my
It's
god,
over.
it's
The
over.
recess from Viego, it's completely over.
This game is over. I don't think.
Mafro
I'm
just
not sure if they have
cleaning it
time to
up.
end. Maybe Yon can get a wave, but I think this is over, guys.
I believe it might be over. They definitely.
They're
We
gonna
got
go for
40
end.
second. We got 40-second death timers. We got Baron buff rolling. 4 people alive. They
Wow.
might go for the end here.
This Viego pick and this top side from Diamond Esports, as Yon is going in trying to get some waves, but he will just die, and it is game over. Diamond Esports win against Red Star. Wow.
What a clean game from Diamond Esports.
You called it. You called it.
I did call it. I was calling it.
The underdog story comes in clutch, and that is win number 1 of the EBL Season 11 for Diamond Esports. What a performance. What a performance from this GP. Wow.
The Viego, man, the resets, the GP out macro, having that insane pressure. The Ornn just had no pressure this game. He had no pressure.
The Ornn couldn't do anything. He was completely suppressed.
The Red Star Esports double TP in mid, and then complete fumble around Baron Pit, meaning the GP got even more gold with the tier 2 tower. And then he once again, when they were pushing for Dragon, getting that tier 2 tower in top side, getting an insane gold lead. Viego playing out of his mind. That is outstanding performance from Diamond Esports here.
But this is again the problem with Red Star Esports is if they don't stop playing, their macro is terrible. They don't strategically understand the game at all. I feel like their strategic game is like a gold level, or their mechanic is like challenge. But that is a problem. If you don't gap your team hard enough, you need that fallback of strategy. You need that fallback. Okay, I understand that this GP can do this on this time. He will get this turret if we do this. But they don't. I don't know if they don't think about it or if they don't understand the concepts in play.
I will say also another thing that we noticed or that we saw in this game was that definitely a good pick, but he was focusing a lot on killing the Lulu. Always his R's would just hit the Lulu, one-shot the Lulu, and then that was that. But that would give so much space for the Viego. It would give so much space for the Kog'Maw, the actual carries.
And Victor as well. Victor was free hitting.
Victor was free hitting, right? Exactly. There was I think there was a issue in the target selection from Red Star Esports, and obviously they have a pick cop. They're looking to pick one character and then win the team fight through that, but they were just picking the wrong character.
I mean, I understand the sort of the idea. You get Lulu, Jinx gets her passive. You're 4v5 now, but while you're getting Lulu, the GP was already way ahead. the Victor, the Kog'Maw are free hitting everybody. One person dies, Viego gets a reset, and boom, team fight is over.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, definitely the GP out macroing, the Diamond Esports just playing very calm, very collected. They were actually winning every single lane. Kog'Maw Lulu, there's not much a
Except
Nautilus
mid.
can do. Well, even mid, he
I
was
mean,
technically winning because if a
because it's
Victor goes
scaling.
even,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just scales
He's
compared to
scaling,
Yon.
yes.
Yes. So technically, they won every lane. They had lane prio both mid and bot because Victor outpushes Yon.
And you know what? This is interesting because we did say that the Red Star Esports has a draft gap. So what? How do you feel about the draft now?
I think Red Star Esports drafted for team fights, and uh, Diamond Esports drafted for scaling, and their characters to just do better in lane and scale.
You know what?
Um,
I think the main problem was the Yon. I think Yon goes in, ults in, gets a Lulu, dies. Every time, every team fight, it really looks like that. Yon E ults, gets a Lulu, dies. While the Victor is staying alive, constantly pressuring, constantly damaging. I think if you swap out the Yon pick maybe with something a bit more stable and less like explosive, I think they could get a dub easily.
mhm. I will say if Red Star Esports is very, very good at winning lane, I think they should capitalize on that and pick champions that are much more
Exactly.
oppressive.
You cannot
A
have Ornn.
Jinx, right? Exactly. The Ornn is a very safe, slow pick. You're looking to just win the team
Mhm,
fights later in the
mhm,
game. You're not looking to like dominate the enemy later. You're just looking
mhm,
to play slow, win the game, right? Win team fights, win
mhm,
objective fights. But obviously, if your top laner is just a lot more mechanically skilled, you
mhm.
should be putting that top laner on other champions. Um, you should.
Even maybe instead of Jinx or Vayne, again something more where you can when your mechanics can shine, where you can outplay the enemy. There's not
Mhm.
much outplay you can do with Jinx. You auto tech. Honestly, let's
I
be real.
will
You only auto
say,
tech.
I think a very good pick here for the top lane would have been a Gwen.
But
Obviously, the Gwen was banned out,
the Gwen was
so
banned by Red Star Esports. They banned it
Mhm.
themselves.
um, GP of very good character right now, but Gwen would have been pretty decent here in this
And you know
situation.
what
Or
else?
some.
Gwen counters GP.
Mhm.
She W's every single Q. She goes all in. GP can't Q until she's already into him. Until she's already on top of him. And when Gwen is on top of GP, he's already dead. So I think the Gwen ban was actually kind of troll. Like if instead of Yon third, you pick Gwen, and then you have this Yon Gwen combo that wins lane, then you're getting that Red Star Esports spirit, the one that's okay. We're gonna pick for lane. We're gonna win lane. You have Yon, you have Gwen, you have good setup with Lilia, the sleeps, and you have the scaling Jinx Nautilus bot lane that can secure you. So if you fall back behind or if you can't close the game, you have this Jinx as a security. I think that'll be much better. Like again, it's more about identity than anything else with this draft. Like it's a good draft, but in the wrong for the wrong players.
Mhm. For sure, for sure. I think these players need to play um, more champions that have more agency.
Agency, yes.
Right? You need champions that are able to really shine in
Well,
lane.
the thing is, they did have that. They do have the Nautilus and Lilia and Yon.
Right,
Like,
but the Nautilus, when you're playing Nautilus, Jinx into a Kog'Maw
mm-hmm,
Lulu, there's nothing you can do, right?
mm-hmm, yeah,
You just get stumped. The Kog'Maw just does way too much damage in lane, and at that point, you need a strong jungler to kind of support your bot lane. And they picked a Lilia, which is very weak early game compared to something like a Viego.
mm-hmm,
Um, I think the jungler pick probably was the issue here. If they picked somewhat of a stronger jungler, something like a Trundle,
mm-hmm.
something that is able to like hold himself
Frontline.
up more. A frontline
Yeah,
jungler,
but
even, yes.
get top lane on a more of a carry, and instead of having your top lane be frontline, which is one of your mechanical players,
Mhm.
have the jungler maybe be a bit more tank. I think that'll
Right,
be
and
way
have the
better
have
for
the
them.
jungler able to match Viego and able to facilitate a bot
Mm-hmm.
lane Nautilus, because Nautilus is very good at setting up those ganks, but there's not much a Lilia can do, right?
Right, and they're playing for this Yon lane prio. They're playing for this prio and pressure, and the only thing they get is a chicken camp. That is not the game plan you wanted. That is not what you wanted from this game plan. That is not what you want from your best two players in the league. Your mid jungle duo. So everything you get from it to get it just to get a chicken camp.
Mhm.
But you
But
know what?
a great game performance from Diamond Esports. I think I called it. I love an underdog story, and they played the game perfectly. They understood
One last
exactly what
thing.
they wanted to do.
One last
Go
thing
ahead.
as I'm cutting you off. I want to ask you about the Diamond Esports banned Blitzcrank and Zillion. Now, you you told me it was gonna be something like Nautilus, right? Why do you think they banned Blitzcrank Zillion? Now, Blitzcrank is kind of a similar idea to Nautilus. However, Blitzcrank is way harder to execute as you need to hit that hook, and if you don't hit that hook, you don't have that security of Nautilus just pressing R of you just ulting.
I
So,
think they banned Blitzcrank because in lane Blitzcrank is a lot more oppressive than Nautilus.
mm-hmm,
The threat of a Blitzcrank hook is a lot higher than the threat of a Nautilus hook in
mm-hmm,
lane, especially.
mm-hmm,
So they were definitely just trying to secure that lane. At the same time, they banned Zillion, which is kind of the same concept. Zillion R is so strong, especially in the 2v2, but also in skirmishes. So they didn't, and also in team fights, Zillion R is just so oppressive. So they didn't want to have any possibility of them losing the 2v2, right?
mm-hmm,
The Kog'Maw Lulu is just such a strong lane. There's very few options to uh, play against it, right? Because it is strong early game and it is strong late game. So they wanted to make sure that their Kog'Maw was enabled to scale effectively.
mm-hmm.
You know,
All right, well, that was game one of EBL Season 11, Day 1. What an upset of Diamond Esports. I can't wait to see the next game as we head into the break. Make sure to stay tuned.
se potuku sa Visiću, tada je bacio Pilar, dalje sprema da se fleše, Kike sad fleše defensivno, kako ne bi pao strana ovog Trantla, forcira, upravo Visić. Izgledati zapravo veoma jako kasnije, vidimo da se sprema najbolj top lane, Kike sad pokušamo do liniju ovog Trantla koji trenutno ima Ture Tagor, Visić je bez fleša, tako da ovaj Trantl sigurno pada, ali je Krozu niz orča, Kike Sara, Šokles pogađa i Kike Sar ih rešava 1-2. To što vidimo, ima previše shieldova, Nadra tu sa Battle Dance-om, pa je on zbara će konektovati, Gasly pada od strane Nadra. Tako da vidi, jedan konektuješ jedan ulti, neko će biti Felix i Šajer mnogo kasno baca ovaj ulti, ali dovoljno brzo da ne padne od strane ove Sindre i Triumf. Singebi ko što baraš pusta kroz i Mika dovoljno low, pali se Quickness upravo došla cooldowna i Nadra i Kerry ima flash, baca Q, konektuje to. Canceluju ovaj Lučko, neće moći da se povuče ovaj Lučko, ne vidimo šta radi Nadro, želi da ljudi uspešne razlike o Miku i Akrozu i opet Nadro je taj ključ ili Final Spark nalazi ovdje Mika. Ovo je možda ekipa sve dobija do duše, flash od Nadra u charm, u knock-up ili Luč pada veoma brzo, Kiki Saro Link. To je samo kao da si vidio velike, mislim da ovo kao da ja ne mogu da Nadro možda poštivali transfer, ne samo da Ture nema, nema istine najgrova. Koliko je u stvari dugo ova kula ostala u životu, mislim je to velika greška. Navić, ali Visić, Forse da flashuje. Ostaje bez flasha, ali imaju samo dovoljno damage u ovom trenutku i toliko stvari koje je samo neka ostane na sidelinu, neka puša i onda se desi ovakav neki scenario da face checkuje zajedno, nokne pogodnje stoluje, pogodnje stiži Nadro polako sa tim quicknessom, uspeva da čarmuje i do nokapuje Trundle subject i jest iskorišćen na ovog sina, ali jednostavno neće biti dovoljno jer ovo nije pođe i oni rade veliki posao, ali Sin upravo play u kojem se sam pričao taj skopus koji se bacio na sam bind, ali žalbe sve kada ne
And welcome back. We is Doobie R Doobie who yes yes we are back. That's a title
We
one
do be
reference
back.
by the way. The midget reference. We are in draft. Wow, crazy how this things happen fast. We missed everything, but it doesn't matter. We had nothing to talk about anyways. These teams suck. JK
What?
are the best. This is Balkan
They're the
League,
best.
#1 league in the world, of course. Let's go. AUX against my favorite team. I mean, not the players, but just the organization. Split Raiders.
A
The Croatian
Croatian
org.
team with only Serbian players.
I think I'm pretty sure they're the only organization with all 5 Serbian or Croatian players. Right? So every single other team has at least one import, at least one.
What about
So
AUX?
AUX, I believe AUX has 2 Estonian players.
Mm-hmm.
As we do see a Lulu hover ban, and she does get banned. They just saw the Lulu Kog'Maw game and said, nope, we ain't doing that again.
Senna ban being hovered.
Senna
Is
the
completely
Expax
oppressive.
special.
This character is just completely broken. Insane sustain, insane lane pressure, insane scaling. It's just, why would you not play this character? Jarvan bag coming in from AUX. Jarvan is a pretty good team fighter.
Yeah, especially with like a Jarvan Galio combo, or like champions you can combo Jarvan with, and he's very hard to like punish in jungle as well early on.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Talia. No. This has to be
Talia
true.
has been very strong this patch actually.
But you can just counter pick her mid lane. No. No way to ban. No, why would you ban Talia though? Like, you can just pick Ari now.
That's true, but if the Ari gets banned out, then
Wukong obviously this is the must ban. Every single team's gonna ban Wukong. You just have to ban that champion. The monkey is too strong.
The monkey is just too strong indeed.
When he hits you with the stick, schlong. Gwen ban coming in from Split Raiders, most
Pretty
likely.
standard. Gwen is very
Everything
impressive.
standard except this Talia ban. It's weird. I do think they're gonna go first pick their mid laner right now from AUX. No, going for the Karma. Again, supports Enchanter supports
Karma
based.
Could
be Karma mid, could be Karma top. Most likely support. Enchanter supports kind of based right now.
Or even Karma APC potentially.
That could work, but what would you play with? Senna? TK? I mean, Senna is banned. I mean, I don't really know what you would put it with on support. As we did see a Viego lock-in. Clearly they watched the previous game. Because we have a Lulu ban and then we have a Viego lock-in. Are they just copying Diamond's homework?
I'm not sure, but Viego is definitely one of those champions that benefits from the longer teamfight duration. You know, being able to get those resets, being able to survive a bit longer to get just another reset.
And this is most likely going to be a Jinx lock-in. Yes, a Jinx lock-in, taking away the AUX's Jinx.
Kog'Maw is still on the table here for AUX esports.
That is true. Actually, I completely didn't consider Volibear though. That's the pick I said at the desk at the beginning that I would like to see, because it is very loved in this league as well. They just love this Volibear, and he's only getting better.
Definitely a chunky boy. Definitely pretty good against Jinx, I would say. But it is very scary if Viego gets that reset on volley. That can be very scary.
That is very, very, very strong. Viego gets that reset. I don't think anyone kills that Viego. And we do see it locked in. So I think they're gonna go for the AD carry now. Or yes, they're gonna go for AD carry now.
An Aphelios pick would be completely shocking here.
I don't like Aphelios here. Akshan? What are these hovers? Let's wait and see. It is the Aphelios. What do you think about the Aphelios?
Karma botline. I think Aphelios is a completely useless character currently.
Especially when he doesn't have frontline. I think he's just so vulnerable. Like, sure, you can shield him, but he's still just gonna die. He's still just gonna die. Maybe
I'm very
it was
shocked of this Aphelios pick from AUX Esports.
Like maybe we had Nautilus or something like that, or TK, to save him. But No, this is not it from AUX. This is not it. Clearly, the Croatian Serbian team has the draft gap, but we'll see.
Renata ban coming out.
Why are we banning Renata?
So Renata currently is a very, very, very strong character, and especially against something like a Viego Jinx, it is one of the best supports in the game.
But
they're fearing the Karma mid, right? The Karma mid
yes.
into the Renata Aphelios, which would be a good Renata, very good against the Nautilus. So this is actually a great ban from STR. Syndra ban coming in here from AUX.
I don't know if I'm that confident that this Karma is really a flex though. I feel like they already showed their hands.
I think Karma mid is definitely a potential.
It is a potential, but again, you have to think this is the Balkan League. I doubt mid-laners will play Karma in this league. And we see a Braum ban. That is for Jinx. So that Jinx can ult like really like a butterfly. No, might be actually Lona. Why would I mean Leona Nautilus? I think that's
Braum
even
is
matchup.
definitely a good ban here because they're looking to do somewhat of a pick comp, somewhat what Red Star Esports tried as well with the Nautilus. Viego, Jinx passive. They're trying to go for that pick comp, and Braum is very good at shutting that down, at getting good counter engages. So Braum ban definitely good. Braum Aphelios is a pretty oppressive lane as well.
And we do see that Ornn ban, and AUX is saying no top lane scaling for you guys. Corki, however,
I think STR is anticipating this Karma to go mid. That's why they're going for these support.
They are definitely anticipating going mid since they're banning supports. I will be surprised if it goes mid, but we will see. As a Corki is locked in, I haven't seen Corki since those Mana Bean build. Like ever since that Mana Bean Lili's build, I haven't seen Corki once. So I'm not sure how he performs right now.
Maokai hover. Is this a Maokai support?
This might be Maokai support flex pick though. No. Well, they're hovering support, so this is actually a Karma mid flex.
I wonder what jungler they're gonna pair with this Karma mid. I'm very curious.
What is this? They're not gonna go LeBlanc. Unless they put Volibear jungle, Karma top.
I believe this is LB mid, Karma top, and Volley jungle.
I don't like this. I don't like
interesting draft.
That is Irelia, however? No, if they pick Irelia. These are spicy drafts. These are very spicy drafts. I would love to see more teamfight champion right now for STR. I don't think Irelia. I don't think you need Irelia when you have Corki Jinx. I would love. They're already very teamfight heavy. Skarner, however. Skarner top? Is this the Skarner top?
Skarner top
against Karma?
STR. What is going on?
Oh my god! What are these picks?
Top.
Wow!
Being locked in here. That is something revolutionary.
Even the dog is excited.
Freaking out. He's completely freaking out.
Wow! I would never guess this. These drafts are very interesting. I don't know much about Skarner, but I think he has mana issues.
I think the draft here was very interesting because AUX went with the Karma to signal a Karma mid. So STR responded with a Corki mid, but actually the Karma was the ultimate flex, and they decided to put that Karma top and then send an LB against the Corki, which is a very favorable matchup.
Yeah, so LB is very favorable against Corki. That is a very good flex. STR recognizes it's a flex, but in the wrong position.
That is why Karma is just so strong. You can play her support, top, mid, even ADC. It is a very strong character right now.
Flex.
Enables your team. Volley also a good flex. Volley was signaled to go top, but in fact it is Volley jungle, which is a very interesting play. I will say this: it does not appear to be Skarner
Viego top lane.
What
are we? I think Viego top lane. I'm speechless. This is a very weird draft. Now
this is definitely unusual. We have not seen Skarner. I have never seen Skarner in any of my games or any pro games.
I've seen Skarner like maybe once in the last 2 years. Maybe no one plays this champ, man. Other than
I will say the Skarner player gives me alpha energy for sure.
Yeah, the Giga
alpha,
chat
man. Giga
goes
chat
in,
energy.
ults, dies, loses the game, but at least he ulted. Yeah, now the key matchup here is definitely this Karma Viego. I'm interested to see how Viego plays in lane. I know it was like a option, and when he was released, he was just so broken. He can play anywhere. But I feel like he just get poked out. The Karma would just constantly kill him. Wait, but what is Jinx? No, it's okay. Jinx almost getting caught out there.
Half HP here, which just means that she's gonna miss the first 3 minions of the wave, which means she's going to get a very delayed level 2 unless she decides to stay. So this is actually...
She's deciding to stay?
She's decided to stay. She popped, I believe, her health
pot.
Yeah,
she popped the pot and she's still only half HP.
And she's staying. So this means that this is actually very bad for the bot lane here because they have a Leona. Leona is going to threaten the level 2 here. The bot lane is essentially lost at this point.
This is why you pick Aphelios right there. This is the Aphelios gap.
I'm very surprised that the Jinx decided to stay in that situation instead of recalling and taking the L. I really wish the cameraman would look at the bot lane here because this is a very... There we go. So this is a very interesting dynamic here where
they did actually
Jinx
get a push.
Is down a health bot, but she has cookies, so it is not as bad as it might.
The thing about cookies, though, it gives very little HP, though. It's mostly mana.
That's true, but it's still a decent amount of HP here. They're pushing for level 2 here. They're gonna actually get level 2 here, despite the health buff difference.
And they're going for a nice trade.
The Q. Big trade on the Leona here. Leona half HP. That was a good level 2 push there.
That was very good.
We got the level 2 push. That's very good. Obviously, Jinx with the rocket launcher able to get level 2 almost no matter what, essentially, if she really decides to.
Aphelios, had to zone them off the wave. I mean, but
Leona looking for the hook here.
Volibear coming in as well.
2 minute 40-second gag from Volibear here. Gonna be looking here at
Flash
Nautilus.
Q.
Flash Q.
But the Nautilus hook.
Q's away.
Nautilus hook. Wow. That is worth for Split Raiders. 2 flashes ignite for Nautilus flash. That is, I'll take that any time of the day.
Pretty clean. Karma here just being Karma, oppressing the Viego.
Both top, mid, and bot lane, I believe. It's hard to see bot lane, but both top and mid have the push in from AUX. So very easy gankable. But this Connor cannot do much until level 6. He is just going to be farming. That's what Connor is. You farm to level 6, you get level 6, you run at people with phase rush, and then you ult them into your team. So until then, not much Connor will actually do. You're basically playing a 4v5 until he hits level 6. Meanwhile, Volibear really wants to get those ganks off. The levels are very important to him, but the gold isn't that much important. As long as he's staying on par with the levels, he's perfectly fine. So he can gank off, so he can do ganks. Gold really doesn't matter on him. He's more of a tank. And Aphelios getting a push in on bot lane, getting a reset.
Gonna be resetting here, yeah, on the cannon wave. Leona gonna be helping Volibear.
This could be a gank top. There is vision on Skarner. There is vision on Skarner,
but the stun hits on Karma here. Karma gonna be getting stuck here. Gonna be rooting the Viego here. Gonna be trying to survive here. Skarner's hitting the E here.
She has flash.
Flash from Karma. Okay.
Very well played. Very well played. Forcing the flash over Karma. I really love this gank. Even through the vision, because Viego baited her into that fight and set up that perfectly.
The stun from Viego was clean, but sadly, no secure. And actually, this is really, really bad. Karma's going to be holding the wave here, and Skarner isn't going to help Viego push this.
TP. Viego has TP now. Viego has TP. True. But he's losing waves. He's losing minions.
He's losing waves and waves and waves. He's going to waste TP here. Karma being really smart here, and he's going to look to recall, hopefully.
She should recall now.
Not teleporting. Viego's not wasting teleport at all.
Oh,
so
interesting.
The wave state in top is completely wrong.
Can we please look at top, man? Like, oh my god. This is I hate this kind of spectating. Like, clearly top lane is what everyone needs to know. And then they're showing bot lane.
I think Karma is actually being very indecisive because she's tried to recall 3 times now and has stopped it. But this is absolutely impeccable because it means that Karma has secured that CS and it's now going to be a gold lead against Viego. It's going to be picking up that boots of lucidity and it's going to be teleporting back. Viego, though, not wasting his teleport, so this is a teleport advantage for Viego. Meanwhile,
but again, he doesn't have unleashed TP. There's not really any like pressure into other lanes potential. I think it's just more for his own like laning. But he lost. He's still even in CS. How is he still even in CS? Did Karma miss everything? Or this is unusual.
Skarner look for a gank here. Volibear gonna be actually hovering for the counter. They're gonna be catching Skarner, but Skarner flashing.
But the flash. If Leona hooked there and Skarner flashed, Leona would be pulled in and she would die.
So because of them having bot prio here and mid prio, AUX Esports is gonna be able to secure this dragon here. Not much that
Viego now in the CS lead. What is this Karma doing? Where is the farm? Karma, come on. Sheru, what are you doing, Sheru? We need you to farm. He has 2 pots, lucidity boots, and he's down CS after freezing 4 waves almost in a row. This cannot be.
Karma going for the W route here on Viego. Going for some poke.
This looks pretty good for right now for Split Raiders. They're not really losing anywhere. They only lost a dragon. It's first dragon.
They lost Skarner flash. But yeah, otherwise it is looking pretty even right now.
I mean, Skarner flash will be up for the next fight, realistically. But it hinders his gank potential.
Rift Herald coming up in 1 minute here, and Skarner's already on the top side of the map here, looking to secure that Rift Herald. Volibear also going to his blue side.
And Leona.
We might see an 8-minute Rift Herald fight here. Leona also going straight towards mid. Nautilus also going straight towards mid. This is very common. They might look for a Rift Herald fight. Both
Nautilus choosing to stay around bot lane though. So I think they're opting not to go for it. They saw Nautilus on the pink ward, so Leona is going to go bot lane as well.
Yeah, it appears that the 8-minute Rift Herald is not going to have a Skarner actually looking for a gank here. Viego baiting the W route. Here comes Skarner here. Having R.
Karma no flash. Karma no flash.
Hits the... And then here we go. Viego R coming in here. Karma actually still alive. And that will be a kill.
Clean.
STR.
They recognize Karma is still pushing the lane. Still playing aggressive. No flash. They punished it once. They're going to punish it again. And this time it's a kill. Very well played by Mitra and Sky. As we do see Jinx and Nautilus trying to get the wave. Leona posturing to stop them. Now what's interesting is LeBlanc didn't really get an advantage. She had 20 CS lead, but now they're almost even. So all advantages from AUX are slowly depleting.
You know, LB is one of those characters where you really have to get a kill and you have to get ahead to be able to like be explosive. Going even is just not enough.
Especially against a scaling champion.
Especially, exactly, right. So even though she is even in CS, the Corki is technically still ahead in this situation.
I mean, think about the game state this was in. Jinx was half HP, no pot. Karma had the push in top. She had the 3-wave freeze with TP up. LeBlanc had 20 CS was 20 CS up, and now it all flipped.
Well, Volibear here using the lane priority from both mid and top to secure this Rift Herald. That is really the good thing about AUX in this situation is they have really good lane prio. Both mid and top have prio. Bot lane here, it looks like there's a play being made here in bot lane, but our spectators are not looking at it, I believe.
Skarner going for camps. LeBlanc spots it. But they might want Skarner.
LB pinging here. They might actually kill Skarner here.
Skarner does have flashback up.
LB here.
Nautilus is coming in. This is going to be a 3v2.
This could be a 3v2 here. Volibear going in. Keep in mind, Volibear very tanky here, but they're going to be trying to shred him down. Volibear already.
Skarner 1 HP
here.
And LeBlanc might die as well.
Flashes in and misses the R. Skarner comes out alive.
Jinx ult.
Here comes the Jinx ult. LB clone on 1 HP, and that
Nautilus can go back in if they want to. No, they're just not.
You could see Skarner actually survived just on a sliver of
1
health.
HP.
And Leona actually flashed in to try to R him, but missed. Which is very, very unfortunate. That's
man. They tried to. They just outflexed Karma. They picked
here, like,
Viego.
You see the LB here is she very late on the route, which means that Skarner has enough time to create a lot of space between him and Volley.
And Nautilus comes in.
Nautilus comes in. Chain CC Volley. Volley doing a lot of damage here. Now look at the Leona here. Leona flashes hooks in, flashes in, R's and misses everything. That is very unfortunate. I think if LB was a bit faster on that route, that might have been a secured kill.
Well, what I'm going to say is that AUX tried to play the flex game with the Karma, but STR outflexed the hell out of them with this Viego pick. We all thought it's going to be Viego jungle. And then this Skarner comes in and it's Viego top. It is incredible. I think this is incredible drafting, incredible preparation from STR, and it's paying off.
I think Skarner for sure is a very strange pick. Not expected, but definitely a very nice pick against the LB, against the Karma, against
Yeah,
these
just a
champions
point
that
and
kind
click
of
for against the Blanc. Very easy to.
these champions that kind of want to keep you at range, right? You have Karma route, LeBlanc routes, Aphelios routes, all these
AUX still
characters
be
that
going
kind
for
of
Dragon. They're premium on
want to
Dragon.
keep
They
you at
all
range.
4. Cork is coming in with the package. He does have the package, so this could be very dangerous for AUX. They're split off. Only Leon and Volibear here. This is
Karma
gonna be
actually top lane. Karma not opting to teleport here. Just giving the dragon away. Interesting choice.
and
Which is
AUX.
gonna force the teleport from Viego to the top lane. And that's that.
AUX losing the dragon because Karma didn't want the TP and then they didn't stay together, got split off. Corky had the package. Corky with the package now looking to gank top lane. Diego in the shroud, getting the stun. Corky package is over. Hits the Karma, and Karma is just dead. She even flashes. No, Karma. The flash of hope. The flash of hope from Karma. Buddy, that flash will not save you any time of the day. An excellent usage of the package from Corky.
It was an interesting play from Karma to try to save the TP. Obviously, the team made a decision to not contest the dragon in that situation because Corky had package, and the situation didn't seem like they could contest. Karma having to force out Viego TP
it's
was
the indecision again, though. Like one part of the team is going to get the dragon, they're going for the dragon, and the other part of the other team, part of the team doesn't want to. It is the indecision, not being on the same page. So Volibear had to flash over the pit, and now Karma gets punished top. If they were all on the same page, if Karma TP, if they all went together, I think they could have worked out. But you just don't see the synergy. As Karma is going now for another gank. He does have
Karma
the ult.
gonna be getting caught out again here, face checking the tri-bush, and she's just dead.
She is dead. Still no flash because she just flashed the full.
Meanwhile, cross map play here coming in from AUX here. Leona ult coming in. Nautilus is going to be hooking himself away. TP coming in here from Corky to stop this dive, and their AUX is going to be backing away here.
Very well played.
Cross map play, but Corky answering with the teleport.
Very well played by Split Raiders defending the turret, getting that. I mean, AUX did get the TP, but it's Corky. He has package. He's gonna be fine. He'll be everywhere just because of the package.
Because Karma died again and doesn't have teleport here, Viego's going to be punishing her by getting that top tier tower here. Nautilus is actually looking for a cheese play, missing the hook. Leona going to be trying to answer by walking up here, maybe looking for a hook. Volibear is bot side, but is spotted by the ward. So nothing happening in that situation.
As we do have the Hextech gates on the map, which is very exciting. Hextech gates is probably my favorite dragon buff out of them all. It completely changes the way rotations happen and just the overall speed you get to the objectives. I think it's probably one of the best dragon changes that have been, at least in my opinion.
So Skarner actually looking here at top lane once again. There appears to be some analysis going on here. Not sure.
There is a technical pause, but we can just skip it because we're gods.
Just skip it, right? We're gods.
All right. As
so
if nothing happened. We are Zillion. We control time. All right, the time forwarders. Wow, look at the jungle item difference. Skarner already finished Camtech, while Volibear still only on the Bambi and the cloth armor, with no magic mantle. The goal difference in jungle is really showing right now. As Volibear will give off the blue buff to LeBlanc. This Aphelios has been quiet. This bot lane has been quiet though. Even though action has been happening, not really much actually happened. It's just sort of like fake action, where maybe you get a hook, but even if you get a hook, nothing really happens. Karma being absolutely punished from this Viego Skarner pick as well. And Corky is just simply scaling. He already has the mana immune. He is going for the mana immune Luna's build, so clearly that is still the best build on Corky. Going for the poke. He's gonna poke your ass with his ult. He's gonna poke you in the eye. You're gonna cry, and you're gonna be very sad because you're gonna lose the game and your eye.
Two playmaking supports here, Leona and Nautilus. I think both of them have been playing pretty well this game. Volibear looking for another bot side gank. Obviously, Karma has been the weak side in this game. Skarner has ganked her multiple times. Wildbear has been looking for the bot gank here. Actually, LB might be able to one-shot Corki
She
here.
might be able to one-shot Corki.
She's going for
She
the
misses
one-shot
the
Corki. She
chains.
actually misses the chain. That
If she hits the
was-
chains, she could probably kill him there. But Corki does dodge the chains.
She's looking to kill the control ward here. Skarner walking up.
Look at the poke from Corki. The rockets,
Yeah,
they
it's
just
completely
hit.
insane. LB wasting her W, but Skarner not being able to capitalize on that. Ghost Ward from LeBlanc secures that Riverside vision.
And keep in
Viego
mind,
here,
LeBlanc is very
walking up.
low.
Viego might solo kill Karma here.
Oh, that's a greedy TP.
Stun coming in from Viego here. And
She has
this is gonna
flash, she
be
has
over for
flash.
Karma.
Wait, oh, her
This
flash
is
is not
gonna be
up.
over.
Oh, it's barely not up. Wow, what a play. This Karma
used
pick is
chain
totally
buying
being
here.
punished. Now, there is dragon spawning in 8 seconds. I do believe players should get this dragon easily secured. Even though Viego is on top lane, but even if they don't secure it, they do get a free tower top.
Karma does have teleport available, and however, LB is going top to match this Viego, sorry, and therefore the dragon will be secured.
I mean, the problem is LeBlanc was half HP because of the Corki poke, so even if they wanted to, they couldn't really contest it. So she had to go top and catch the wave. So at least they remedy something. They will get a second Herald though, as they're looking for a pick on Karma on bot lane right now. Skarner, Nautilus, posturing bot. Karma getting cut off the wave. Karma is getting cut off by Nautilus solo right now.
See, because of this cross-map play, AUX is able to secure the Rift Herald, which means that they might use that top lane or mid lane, which appears they're going for the mid lane Rift Herald play here. They're going to be looking to maybe dive this Corki, possibly Leona not posturing for it. The Rift Herald
Corki has the package though.
Here. Skarner's going to meet it. Karma is not matching the Jinx and the Nautilus, so they're going to be taking the turret. Karma currently
Karma's afraid of Skarner. Skarner was on vision there before, so she has to. She's going for the vision first. She's very afraid of Skarner, and who wouldn't be when you get pulled 4 times and die 4 times? I mean, you have PTSD from that. PTSD from that.
I'll be actually recalling here, which might signal that she might have to waste TP. No, she's actually cancels the recall to match Viego, so he doesn't secure the tower. This Viego is just going to be very, very oppressive here.
They might look for a dive top. Corki does have package.
They're definitely looking for a dive
Stun
here.
misses.
Stun misses from the Viego.
They're still going
Corki
for
package
it.
coming up. Corki package
Only
misses, and LB is backed off the turret.
Wow. Yeah, this draft from AUX completely being punished. Again, a really, really excellent preparation from Split Raiders to recognize the swap.
The Karma flex pick, yeah.
Yeah, they recognize the flex pick and then do their own flex pick into it. Absolutely amazing.
I definitely did not expect the Viego top lane in this situation.
What is happening with bot wave? Oh, Viego is gonna catch bot wave, so they pushes into them, and they have to catch as well.
Skarner here looking to most likely kill the Karma once again. Karma does have vision of it though, so they might be looking for a dive here. Viego looking to hit the stun, misses it just short.
Volibear coming to cover as well with the Aphelios there, so not much can happen. As Corki will push in top lane, and LeBlanc has to answer top as well. They could get this. They're pinging for a turret, mid turret. They're going for it. There is no one from Split Raiders there. This is just a free turret. What a blunder from Split Raiders, giving away a turret like this for free? That is not good for them. They're still way ahead with the 5 kills and 3,000 gold lead.
Actually gonna be looking to catch Leona here. Skarner engaging the Leona, grabbing the R. Leona gets hooked, queued, and it's looking that like Leona is actually incredibly tanky here. They wasted everything on killing this Leona. Here comes the turn from AUX here. LB popping in on the Corki.
Jinx, can she get reset?
Skarner 1 HP. TP coming in from Viego here. Viego's gonna try to go for all these resets here, but
it appears
that AUX is running away here. Viego gets a reset, and it looks like STR.
Can they go Baron? They're going for Baron. And look at Corki damage on the Karma. Karma is dead here. Karma is dead here. One stun. Oh,
stun barely misses.
Not quite. Very good from Split Raiders.
I believe it was sort of a blunder to use all of your abilities on the Leona, but Oh,
Oh, they're going for the dive.
The
Giga
LB
Chat.
teleporting.
He gets executed. Skarner got executed.
The LB teleporting right into a full-fed STR team. That is an interesting play. Let's look at that fight again. So we can see here, Skarner here using R. We see Nautilus Q, Nautilus R coming in on the Leona.
Jinx didn't have vision. Jinx didn't have vision.
We see Jinx R, and then we see LB here going in on the Skarner, barely killing him. Then they secure the Nautilus kill, but they're all low, and then Viego teleports in from the side. Aphelios not really understanding what his character does because he flashes into melee range. He's not a bruiser. I don't think he knows that. And then Viego here killing the volley baron, just getting the reset. So
man, at the beginning, Jinx couldn't hit because she didn't have vision on them. So she wasn't hitting for a full 10 seconds there. If she gets one reset, it's an ace. It's an absolute ace for Split Rares. But it's still very good. Viego is 6-0-0 on top lane. Viego top lane 6-0. When have you seen this? If ever. I've never seen Viego top. This guy is stomping karma.
Just complete domination from the Viego here. It's going to be very hard to shut this character down. He is just very oppressive. And once he gets those resets, there's not much you can do. And STR, again, they're playing
AUX does have prio in the river.
STR is again playing a pickup, just like Red Star Esports did, right? They're playing for the pick. They have the Jinx reset, they have the Viego reset, they have the Nautilus hook. So they're looking to pick one character and win the team fight off that. And they're doing it very effectively here. AUX here pushing in, clearing vision here. LB gonna be eating the bush here, trying to clear that vision.
Also, very important. Karma does have the Chemtech.
AUX is actually going to be securing the pit here. The flank coming in here from Skarner.
They're going in though.
They're gonna look to a team fight while Skarner is dead here. Aphelios ult coming in, doing a lot of damage here to Viego.
Jinx, Jinx, Penta. Almost.
Almost.
The Jinx reset is absolutely massive. They saw the Viego TP or to flank. They decided to go in. So Skarner TP to flank, and they decided, okay, this is go trigger. Now we're 5v4. Let's go. But man, what is LeBlanc doing? LeBlanc is going in for a cheeky trade, but she's 1 HP. She cannot trade like this. LeBlanc, what are you doing, LeBlanc? Wonderful stuff from the Split Raiders. AUX clearly don't know what to do. They're lost in this game. Seems like everything they try to do just is the worst play they can make. As Split Raiders will secure that Baron. And man, oh man, look at this gold lead. 7,000 gold for Split Raiders ahead. Split
Raiders just completely dominating this game. I will say that last team fight did look a bit dodgy. Viego did get blown up before he was able to get any resets, but the fact that they have that Jinx, they have that damage from Corki and Jinx.
The Jinx reset came in huge.
And even though Skarner wasn't really present in the team fight, the fact that Jinx just has such a strong presence with the Kraken Slayer LDR was just able to mow down AUX. AUX was very stacked, and Jinx really loves when people are stacked because she can use those rockets. She can use that,
Yeah, and here's a question. That was a 5v4. Skarner wasn't there. They killed Viego and they still lost. How did they win this game? How did they win the next game? This
game is looking quite over, I believe.
Do you see a way they could get maybe a LeBlanc pick, but as we see a replay right now, yeah, Jinx just
look at
free
that
hitting.
Jinx. She's just free hitting, getting
Corki as well.
Amount of damage. The entire AUX team was just so focused on killing that Viego, and Jinx was just able to just free range hit everyone. And
Corki and the Jinx free hitting from the side, while they're focusing.
It's just very strong.
Man, this is looking like a Split Raiders win right now.
I will say AUX did do the right decision by going for that team fight, and they did go by the right decision by trying to focus on the Viego, because if the Viego gets resets, the game is already over. But because Jinx and Corki
they didn't zone out the Corki and Jinx. But you know what's important to note? They're all you couldn't see in the replay. But Jinx and Corki were all around 20% HP. So it was a very close fight. If one of them dies, if Jinx dies or Corki dies, I'm not sure if they have the damage to win that fight.
Definitely, especially with Volibear, obviously building that Chem Tank Purifier, building that. That's not what it's called. Chem Tank, whatever it's called.
Chem Tank. It's just
building that. Yeah, building that very tanky item. He's obviously got the armor. It seems like he might be going for a Force of Nature or something like that.
Corki is online. Corki has full mirror mana. He's Ludens, his Hydra. He is fully online with the Sork boots.
Yeah, and they're looking to make a Baron power play here mid, but not looking like there's going to be anything they can do without a minion wave here. They're going to be using that minion wave bot here to secure that bot tier 2. Gonna be clearing the Krugs, getting all the resources away from AUX and into their pockets. They'll be looking for something. Actually, Skarner flashing in to try to secure an R, but I believe he did not know that LB W'd. He thought LB was just standing there. So he thought he might.
Did he have vision of her? I'm not sure if he had vision. He was around the wall.
I think he didn't know that she had the W, but now they're going to be recalling with Baron recalls. AUX pushing out mid lane, trying to secure as much space on the map as possible here during this Baron power play. 2 minutes, 53 seconds left on the Baron.
And they have to make sure to put down deep vision to remove their vision and to absolutely suffocate them. They have this insane 10,000 gold lead. There's no realistic fight that AUX can really win right now, unless STR makes a huge mistake. So it's important to do your vision properly so that you cannot get flanked. There's no 1% chance of AUX getting that insane team fight. Make sure, do everything proper, do everything step by step so you don't get caught. As you see them posturing on mid lane.
Once again, AUX securing that river control for this Soul Point Dragon here. LB gonna be looking to do some poke here.
The rocket.
Corki pokes in response. They're going to be securing that control ward on the river, which means they have a bit more river control. River trinket, and now they're actually going to pressure mid lane.
They're losing so much. They're losing so much, bro.
Because STR is pushing this mid lane. Oh, big poke here.
Great poke on Jinx.
Viego looking to stun here, missing the
They can just go mid. They can just go mid.
They're just pushing mid. They're just pushing mid. AUX has to go defend. They can't contest this dragon. And now
Dragon's not even up.
They're going to be looking here to take the inhib. Maybe
double
even
inhib. They get
AUX needs to
top lane. They have top wave, double inhib.
They have top lane wave looking for the second inhib here. AUX completely miscalculating what STR wanted to do here. Not looking for the dragon, but looking to end the game.
Trying to go in.
Looking for the stun, hitting the stun.
Gets absolutely demolished.
Leona ult gets demolished. Viego,
this is it.
Nautilus Q coming in here.
Jinx has a reset. It's over. It's over. STR. Wow. This is a dominating win. Absolutely in full control from, as we see Viego go in onto Aphelios. I mean, Aphelios pick, really, come on. It's 2022. This is not 200 years development anymore. But STR will get the dub over AUX. What a controlling, dominant win. Absolutely no point in the game did we think that AUX has the upper lead.
I mean, it all stems from the fact that Viego just got so far ahead from the karma. You know, he kill after kill after kill, and the fact that the Skarner was ganking the lane over and over again, and Volibear was just not able to translate leads on the other side of the map, which meant that, you know, that Aphelios was just not able to come online, and the fact that Corki was just so much more present than LB in terms of poke, just, you know, made the game completely a one-sided ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, now we see 2 times in a row, Viego, in the previous game with Diamond Esports, in this game as well, Viego absolutely dominate. Is this the best pick that we've seen so far? I mean, clearly it has to be.
I think it's less about the pick and more about the fact that Karma just got completely shit on. Missed position, didn't have vision, face shaking the tri-bush, all these situations she put herself in just resulted in her getting really far behind and getting the Viego ahead, which led to just a dominating win here from SPR.
Very unfortunate loss, very hard loss from AUX, but a easy, clean win from STR. Again, Split Raiders, that's my team. Just, you know, that I'm rooting for, a bit biased. So I'm really glad they got the dub. It was a really good game, really good showing from them. What else is there to say? When you flex pick Viego and you have Skarner in the game, I mean, I think that says it all. Any final thoughts about the game?
I think you said everything that was on my mind, man.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm really glad I had you on. I hope you had fun casting. Obviously, this is completely new amateur level casting. I think you did a fantastic job. I think you did an absolutely fantastic job.
I had no preparation. You gave me like an hour warning.
Me too. The same for me. The same for me. I knew it at the moment, and then you knew it almost. So this is very low prep, very fast. yeah, I'm glad you had fun. That's what's the most important. All right, well, thank you so much for being on.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
And we will go on a really quick break. Enjoy. All right, that'll be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a comment below. If you hated this, make sure to leave a comment below as well. Please, please, please give us your thoughts, your opinions, your arguments, your criticism, anything that's on your mind regarding the stream, of course, not just anything on your mind in general. Please let us know. This was very, very fast put together with barely, if any, preparation. Literally in like 2 hours, 30 minutes before the stream even started, I was doing graphics and stuff. Again, I also had to like produce the show basically at the same time as I'm hosting. It's a very rushed, very hard to do. Thank you so much to Expax once again. I think you did an amazing job. I hope you guys had fun. If you guys had fun, then I think we achieved the goal. And that'll be pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for everyone who joined, who watched, who liked, who comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully very soon. Again with something similar.